Hi everyone, this is Fake Hair Mama. Thanks for joining me today. Today I'm going to be, updating you on this hairband wig by WigShop. Her name is Silvy, and I really love her. She's very comfortable to wear. I love her curl pattern. And I've been wearing her with different colored headbands over the headband that she comes with. But she is a lot of hair. She's very light, but I just don't want all of this volume. I'm hoping to tone it down a little bit. And I'm also hoping to add some little baby hairs down here. So if I do pull her back, I won't be self-conscious about not having any hair there. And same thing with the neck. I don't know if you can see, but I did start pulling some baby hairs through the wig cap, and I definitely need to add some more. And I'm thinking of adding some shorter hairs, trimming some shorter hairs up here, just to make it look like when you made your ponytail, you had some little hairs falling down because they weren't long enough. So it's all about an illusion, right? So it is going to take a little bit of work. And I do want to do some thinning on top to make her less, decrease the volume up here. Because she does, well, even if you pull her back, you still have a lot of volume on top here. And I've tried some little clips to and twirling it to and it does help to make the hair look a little flatter on top. But I do want to just wear her as she is as well. So I want to decrease some of that volume. So first we're going to work on those baby hairs. So what I've been using is a crochet hook. Now a crochet hook can be a useful tool if you have a hair that has come through the wefting and you want to bring it back to the other side. Then you can just place your hook through the wig like this and then pull the hair back to where it belongs. But in this case, I've kind of done the opposite. So I have pulled some baby hairs from where all the hair is, from the wig. I just have to be careful because when I do that, more than what I want, I just want, like one strand, but see how there's more coming through. So then I end up having to, because this is not really a baby hair size. So I do have to end up going back and trying to pull some of that section back. So you might have to go back and forth a few times, and it's a little more challenging because the hair is long and it's curly. So it wants to tangle. So I've done a lot of combing here in between times. And then I did trim these hairs just so they're hanging over the back of the wig, maybe like 2 or 3 inches. And I also used my thinning shears to even thin them out even more to make them look finer. So I'm gonna try this again. That other one didn't quite work out. Okay, well, we did end up with we ended up with this strand here. And so I'm just going about every inch, trying to pull a little bit through. See, that one worked out fine. And that one worked out well. So maybe I was being too greedy, grabbing too much hair. Okay, so we have a few there. I might do some more where the tag is. And I'm going to do some where the ears are going to be, just above the ears here. So I'm just doing as close to the cap, the edge of the cap, as I can. And this crochet hook is a 5, H85. I don't crochet, but I happen to have a crochet hook. So maybe if you had a smaller hook, it might help you get some finer hairs and be less of a struggle. Okay, I think we'll pull one more little section through. Okay, so you can kind of see, this one is kind of a big one here, but you can see the little hairs that I pulled through all around. So we're not going to want them this long. So first I'm going to start by, you got to figure out, well, this one I had already trimmed. So how long do you want them to hang below the headband? So I'm just going to go, I might twist this. This is a big one. Just so it's not a straight cut. Keeping in mind that they are curly, so they're going to bounce back to some extent. Okay, we got a little more to do over here. So I pretty much did around the whole cap from ear to ear. Give me some baby hairs. You know, and if I don't like it, I can always pull them back through the cap and it's not going to matter. I do a little twirly on this one. Okay, and like I said with the other ones, I did use my thinning shears. You have the serrated blade here and then a very sharp blade on the bottom. So you're not cutting all the hairs. You're just cutting every other hair or every few hairs. So just giving it more of that fine appearance of a baby hair. And you can always thin a little bit lower down. So, like I said, this wig has plenty of hair, even if I don't like the results. I can stick them back in. So you're really not removing that much, you're not thinning that much. Okay, so we have some wispy little hairs here, and hopefully that's what it will look like when I put her on. And it was a bit of a struggle to get her on the wig head here, but we got it on, and you don't have to pin it because the headband is pretty secure. Okay, so I need to do more. So the baby hairs that I thought were going to cover my ears, they're not even here, they're further back. So I will need to do some more here. And we did make some progress in the back. I did find I had to, like, you know, put my finger underneath and try to fish some of the hairs out. But I feel like I need some more there, so I'm going to be pulling some more through. Okay, so I did pull some more hair through, but what I did find is I was limited to how far I could go towards the front of the wig here, because that's where the rose lace fabric starts. But I was able to go like another 3 inches, so hopefully that'll be enough to cover my ears. So we'll try her on again. Okay, so I did find that I had to fish some of the shorter hairs out from around my ears here, and then somehow some longer pieces got pulled out. They're very fine, but that's okay. And see if you can see the hairline now. So do have more coverage there, and I think some longer hairs came through, but definitely a work in progress. So now I'm going to try to cut some hairs along this, well, not right here, but so there'll be some hairs hanging down from the actual main part of the hair. And I also found that when I'm putting it on, that I try to hold on to the hairs that are shorter and pulled out, and then kind of slide it on. But you do need to work at it a little bit to get those short hairs back out. Okay, so now we'll get her back on the wig head and show you the next step. Okay, so have her on the wig head here, and this is the center of the back of the wig. So just so I have a landmark. And I did find when I had left my crochet hook in the other room that I was able to use the end of this pigtail comb to also pull some hair out. So that's what we're going to use now. Now we're just going to create some little hairs that'll be just fluttering down here. Not quite as long as the rest of the hair, like this, but just enough to, and thin enough that, you know, if you normally had a ponytail and some of the hairs would be a little shorter in the nape of your neck. So I'm just going to section out some small pieces here. I wish I could find a wig with this exact hair pattern. I think that would be perfect. So I'm probably gonna do almost all the way, you know, above the ears like I did before. Just some romantic little curls falling down. Okay, now we're gonna trim our hairs. So, these are gonna add to the baby hairs on the neck. I'm just trying to cut them at an angle so they're not like perfect. Okay. And, well, we may thin them a little bit. Just a little bit. Give them that baby fine appearance. Okay, so those little baby hairs are there, but when I'm pulling up the ponytail, they're kind of like latching onto the longer hairs. So I had to kind of play with it a little bit to fish them out, but hopefully you can see that you are getting some coverage there, and it doesn't have to be a whole lot, just enough for someone not to give you a second glance, like, you know, what's going on with her neck. And so, like I said, I won't be wearing it up a lot, but I think this summer I might be. So I want to have that option. So you may have to, just gonna have to do a little work when you put it on to try to fish those little baby hairs and help them hang down. And I think I need to add more around the ears because I didn't see any hanging down there. But again, we're running into where the rose lace fabric is. So I will work on those, and then we're going to start thinning. Okay, so we have her on the wig stand, the wig head, and just going to be thinning on the top. If you had a wig that you thought was too full on the sides, you could certainly do the same thing just on the sides. But I'm going to start, because I feel if I take care of the top, the sides will take care of themselves. So I am going to section off some hair in the middle here that I don't want to thin, because that'll give me the coverage I need. To cover the thinned areas. But I think this wig is so fluffy, it's not really going to matter too much. So there's really no part on this wig. I mean, you could make a part if you wanted to. Okay, and curly wigs are harder to thin because they tangle easily. So I'm going to be just taking small sections at a time. And I don't want to do it like right near the hairline, but I'm going to start about an inch away. So I just have my serrated blades on top and the cutting blade on the bottom. I don't think it matters too much, but I start about an inch away from the crown. And I have a section of about ½ an inch, and that was almost too much for my scissors to go through. So we'll try to grab smaller sections. Gotta be patient. So it's really just right here is where I find there's too much volume, and so especially when I'm pulling her back. And so I have thinned that area, but I think I may do some thinning a little bit further down. Okay, now I'm going to move to the other side. So putting that hair back on this side. Okay, so I really don't want to take too much more off, and I just want to check my progress. So I think it looks better already. A little less poofy here. So I'm going to try her on, spritz her with a little water to bring some of these curls back. Okay, I just pinned her up just so you could see the neckline and the hairline around the ears. So we did add a little bit of coverage, and I really had to like pick here to try to get those little baby hairs to come out. It's just, they just want to stay with the big hairs. So now, when I do put her in a ponytail, I'll have some little fine hairs to have some coverage and not be so self-conscious of the nape area. But let's see if we need to do more thinning, or I haven't spritzed her yet, but I think we might be good for now. I haven't worn her out of the house. Usually when I get a new wig, there goes another canning jar. I'll wear her around the house, play with her, see what different styles might be good. Much better. Yeah. So, took a little bit of hair out, but less volume up here. And of course, I just spritzed her, so she's a little wet. But I think even when I do pull her back for a ponytail, if I want to do a full ponytail, there'll be less hair up here. I've also been playing with these headbands that I got from Amazon. Come in a lot of fun colors. And these can also help tame the hair. So I know so this can also, like, you know, extend in the nape area, give you more coverage there. And if you wanted to like calm this hair down, you could, you know, you have options to make it wider or thinner. Well, it's been a fun experiment anyway. Let me know what you've tried to help camouflage your hairline. If you don't have any natural hair that you can, you know, make it look more natural, and you don't have a lace front, let me know if there's any tips or tricks that you have tried that have been successful. I'm sure everybody else would like to know. Thanks for joining me today. Please like and share this video and subscribe if you haven't done so. We'd love to have you. Bye.